Okay, it's the last day of March, so I'm doing my final video today, and I'll be talking about Abadox, the Deadly Inner War for the NES. It was released back in 1990, March 1990, right here in the US. It was released in December 1989 in Japan. This game has literally disappeared, and I think a lot of people literally have forgotten it even existed. But when it came out, I remember seeing a commercial for it, which was pretty cool. You see this kid playing a video game, and then the wall erupts, and this monster comes out, and you basically hear that narrator go on how great the game's going to be, then it shows the game with these two antenna eyes by it. And that creature that comes out of the wall, at the beginning, it's featured on the game's cover. I remember seeing the ad for it in all these comic books, and then I rented the game, and I only got to level 2, and then I never wanted to play that game again because it was hard as heck. But back in the, I believe it was the early 2010s, I saw it for sale for $6.95. I was like, let's give it another shot. I played through it, went crazy from its high level of difficulty, but fortunately the game had Infinity Continues. You get 3 lives and Infinity Continues. I played it and played it and played it. I actually got better with each play. I actually was able to beat the first and second level without getting hit because you die in one hit in this game. And then I started dying non-stop in the third level and above. Oh man, I one day was up till 5 o'clock in the morning playing that thing, driving my dad nuts over how many times I lost. I kept screaming out. I was trying to keep it down, but Dad told me the next day he could hear me and you were keeping me awake. So the next day I played it again, only this time I played it earlier in the day, and at 10 o'clock on March 20th, 2011, I beat the game. That game is so freaking hard. But it's also fun. It's one of those games that's going to drive you nuts, but you're also going to enjoy the fact that you were able to accomplish it. Because it's one of those tough NES games that you just want to finish, even if it drives you nuts. Now, the game is a side shooter, which was popular back for the NES, especially with Konami's Gradius games. Gradius? I hope I said it right. And Life Force. This game borrows from Life Force a lot. Now, the odd levels, you go that way. The even levels, well, Life Force goes up, Abadox goes down. Now, the story in the game is a creature known as Parasitus devoured the world of Abadox, and then it took the form of a planet with a giant mouth and started devouring other worlds. A bunch of space stations sent their teams to go get rid of it. They were wiped out, and then a hospital ship gets devoured, and Princess Mariah is on board. Now she's being held prisoner inside Parasitus' core. Never explained why. Nazil was supposed to be part of that elite that was going to go and take Parasitus on, but according to the manual, his ship malfunctioned and he wasn't able to join them. It wasn't until he was able to get it running, whenever he finally was able to go out there, only they were all wiped out, so now it's just him. Now, Second Lieutenant Nazil is basically goes out there in his spacesuit, not his ship, his spacesuit. He's just got a spacesuit and a blaster. Now, the blaster just starts off with a traditional pea shooter, but when you see these blue scorpion creatures, shoot them and you get power-ups. You get speed, barrier, shield. The barrier are these 4 orbs that can orbit around you. It starts with 1, 2, then 3, then 4. You also get missiles, and every time you get a power-up, it upgrades the weapons. Missiles become homing missiles. Your tri-shot, 5 spread, and your plasma rings and your lasers get more powerful every time you grab one of those. Now, the enemies, this game goes by the rule that every level has a different set of enemies. The game starts off with the traditional enemies in a row that you shoot and take out, and then go. But that's like only in the first level. After that, they just come in all kinds of waves. Well, not exactly waves, but just a non-stop coming, everything. And you can't touch the walls or the ceiling or the floor in this game, because you know what the penalty for that is? You're dead in one hit. Oh, man. Now, every level has a mini-boss. And all the bosses in this game, for some reason, shoot diamonds. There's these, crystal-like objects that come out. The first mini-boss is a dog that shoots them upwards in a 3 spread, and it shoots a single piece shot right at you. The first boss shoots 5 of them out of its mouth in a spread, and the other bosses do the same thing. It's usually always in a 5-way or 3-way spread when the enemies attack you. And this game has got eyeballs all over the place in so many areas, and so many enemies have eyeballs all over them. The second mini boss is like the centipede creature with 2 eyes on each side, and the rest of the body are 3 eyes joined together. It circles around you, shooting spread. Oh boy. The first boss is like the game's signature boss, Deathface. Basically, I think it was supposed to be the character on the cover, but that creature you see on the cover and in the commercial isn't even in the game. But Deathface is like the thing that resembles it. They probably assumed that Deathface would be too horrifying for both the cover or the commercial. They decided, let's just change it to more of like an actual creature instead of a human face growing out of like a part of the alien's insides, and its eyeballs coming out of the sockets and then waving around. This game is really grotesque for an NES game, because you go inside Parasitus, entering through its mouth, where you see the giant tongue with drool dripping down, and you basically have to go through the mouth, the esophagus, a fluid-like stream, and the point is to get to the central nervous system where the core is. And whenever you get to level 5, that's when you get to the mechanical part, where you actually will start taking on robots that are still organic, kind of like an Iron Meat. That's what the 5th level's like. The boss in that level is a giant robot that has a detachable head. It shoots the spread with the crystals, and it has these 2 arms. When it does this, it will shoot the crystals too, but when it has them lined up, it shoots 2 straight lasers. The second boss is an eyeball that's on like a Venus flytrap-like bottom, well, with a mouth that opens up, and then there's the eyeball. There's these pods that are going like this and like that. But if you stay right here and just go like this, you can actually avoid all its attacks, because a lot of bosses have blind spots. Deathface stay between the eyes, and whenever the eyeballs do shoot projectile attacks, but as long as you stay between them, he can't hit you. Even the diamonds or crystals that come out of the mouth can't hit you. There are these blob things that come out of the eyes whenever they open up, because he will blink with his eyelids, even though his eyes are outside of his face. These blob-like things come out. Now, the third boss, they also do the same thing. Blobs come out of this face that's on the ceiling, but there's another eyeball right here, and it does the spread, but you literally just have to keep doing this to avoid all its attacks. The mini-boss in level 3 is actually hardest. This fish-like thing that moves forward, back, raises up, moves forward. It shoots non-stop spread, 3 spread. Yes, as long as you stay below it, and between those things with the spread, when they're spreading out, you can actually beat it without dying. The 4th level is probably the one that is the sickest level. The mini-boss is a crab-like thing that has a mouth on both the front and back. When it opens up, there's an eyeball in it. It just simply goes around, shooting the tri-spread, then moving forward, shooting the tri-spread. And the boss is, I might spell this wrong, Cilia. It's that body part. I might have to double-check on that. The music just cuts off, and then you start warming down with these spikes coming out, these things on the side shooting projectile attacks. However, when you get to the very end, it's this like curve with another eyeball and a mouth right here, and 2 of those things. As long as you stay between those 2, you can't get hit. Only the mouth will shoot out projectiles, but it shoots them downwards, but you're going to be up here, so as long as you survive going down and watching out for those spikes or those things that shoot projectile attacks on the walls, this boss is a cinch. But it has a grotesque opening, because once again, eyeballs all over the place. The 6th stage is the hardest. The hardest, and I mean that because there are these fireballs that stay on screen and go like crazy, and you have to get rid of them. And also there's these like troll-like things that will actually grab you and they slow you down, and you have to like shake them off or they fall off eventually. Now, there's a number of enemies that would go by the rule that when you shoot them, you just blow up something on them, and the other half stays intact and comes at you. And level 2 is these serpent-like things with these skull-like heads. And level 5 is these creatures with eyes on their arms, with these 3 tubes on their head. They actually will separate. If you shoot the top, their torso will still stay there, but you can also shoot the bottom with their head still attacking. And, the brain creatures in level 6, basically there's these, like, faces with brains on them. if you destroy them, the brains will come at you. Now, there are some enemies that you have to watch out for that when you shoot them, they will explode into pieces that will come after you. Brains are in level 2. These centipede creatures are in level 4. They come out from the wall. An eyeball is attached to the wall. The eyeball is the weakness, but when you shoot them, they explode, and you gotta watch out for the pieces. And level 3 is these creatures with these butterflies in their belly. When you destroy them, the butterflies actually will come out. And level 6 is those brain things. The mini-boss in level 6 is just 5 eyeballs that shoot those fireballs that show like that. You gotta be careful. The center one, which is the biggest one, is obviously the weakness. It's right before it. You have to deal with a crusher. Stay on the top, wait for the screen to get further down, and then go down. That's how you get past it. Level 5 and level 6 are the only levels that have these things where they charge up and then they shoot the lasers. Yeah, level 1 and level 3 are the only levels. No, level 4, level 1 and level 4 are the only levels that have the things that rise up from the walls or the ceilings or the floors. Now, the final boss is the core. Usually, actually, we'll see Princess Mariah like imprinted, like a part, like she's trying to get out, and she's like frozen, like kind of like Han Solo whenever he got trapped in that metal. I forgot what it was called. Please forgive me. Okay, and it has these 2 tentacles that rise up. The mouth will open up, shooting, and there's these 2 holes that ghosts actually come out. Yeah, this in the game has pterodactyls in level 1, lizards in level 2, and ghosts in the final stage. There's these 2 green things. One's busted, one's not. Shoot the one that's not busted. Once you destroy it, you rescue Princess Mariah. Now, she's really big, but whenever you do the 7th stage, that's just nothing more than escaping out of Parasite's rear end. Yeah, you go out of his butthole at the end of the game. When you're holding Princess Mariah, she's now just a small orb. I don't understand how. It's nothing more than flying and avoiding obstacles until you get to the very end. Now, like I said, this game borrows from Life Force a lot. Once you get out, you get back into your ship, y'all fly off, and then you see the Parasitus blow up. And then you get to hear the credits. The music in the game is good, the control is good, but it's the only issue is the fact that you have to deal with so many enemies coming at you in each level. That's where the difficulty is, and once again, one hit and you're dead. And every time you die, you will have to restart building your weapon up and the power ups and speed again, all over again. But the checkpoints are always when you beat a level or a mini-boss. Every time you beat one of them, you always start back there, which means if you beat the level, you have to. If you die before you get to the mini-boss, you have to restart the level. If you die before you face the boss, you have to restart the second half of the level. That's how this game works. But there are infinity continues, so you're going to learn from your mistakes, but you're going to be making a lot of mistakes. But eventually you'll get memorized, and maybe you won't be up till maybe 5 o'clock in the morning after starting around midnight, 5 hours like me on my first try getting that game beaten, getting to the final boss, and then having to wait the next day, and this time, maybe 2 hours, maybe. Oh man, when I beat that, it was a big sigh of relief. But I do enjoy the game. I haven't played it in a while. I did play it I did play it a few weeks ago. I forgot about that. And I enjoyed it so much that I actually wrote a book that is a salute and a parody of it. Yes, I did use AI for that cover. I am not an artist. If you want to see the difference between the AI site that I use and my art, well, you're about to, okay? Let's see if I can get some of those pictures, because I do pictures. Alright. I do word paint. Okay. This is the ship the main character uses. That's me at word paint. This is the second boss, the eye blob. That's word paint again. And this is the first boss, the big eyeball with red tentacles. Word paint again. And that's all the word. Now here is the main character. Where are you? Will Williamson. AI. I'm admitting it. I'm admitting it. His friend. Resner Derek. And the princess from the alien princess who comes to this world to warn them. And the main villain of the game, the book. Now this is 2 public domain images I just merged together. Astro Skull. My book is available at lulu.com. Read if you want to, but well, I'm not going to pressure you because I'm the only one buying my books at that site. After I lost my Amazon Kindle book account, I kind of lost all my customers from the book publishing, but it's still a hobby and I still enjoy it. Like these YouTube videos, just a hobby, not a career. I know I'm never going to take off, and I don't mind it. I just am just having fun. And I thank you for watching. Try Abadox if you can find it. Hard, but satisfying.